Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Falcons will kick it away first. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets' offense is on the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. At the 45 on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Garrett. Fires toward the target. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Give to the running back. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Racing down the left side. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
It's bad enough on offense to turn it over. It's even worse, though, David, when you let a D-line flip the field on you. What happened there?
It was greatness is what happened. I don't know what you're talking about when you let the D-line, the best athletes on the field. And that's what you dream about, by the way. You dream about scooping up a fumble, taking it to the house, showing everybody that defensive linemen are such great athletes.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Garrett. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch, called for and made. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Finds his man down the middle. Still running at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Going up top on first down. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Falcons looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to throw it again. Gets rid of it. This time he's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over.
Scanning the field, it's Garrett.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Here comes the option. Shakes off the tackler. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. On the option. Shows him the stiff arm. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Big fullback's got it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Dances away from 1. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Goes to the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. Looking downfield, it's Garrett. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Army! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2, and they go on top 8-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for room, it's Akbar. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Unleashes it on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Can't get him to the ground.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Air Force!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. The expressway is wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Black Knights. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Gets it out quickly. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun to give. Looking for room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, going up top. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The back goes in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. It'll be a draw. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll run the screen. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these.
Touchdown, Army! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Gonna let it fly, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Couldn't get anything done on first down, now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up 14 over Tennessee. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the big fullback. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Garrett. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw. Unloads it left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Black Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Throwing right. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. Touchdown Air Force! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. And tackled there by the defense. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense for good field position. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Handoff to the fullback. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the option. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now on the option. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Smashes through. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Run it with the fullback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The option look. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Black Knights. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here comes the 2-point try. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice move to stay on his feet. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with it. They got to him and blocked it. And after the blocked punt and all that followed, they'll start this drive inside their 30. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Give to the fullback. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go, and they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try the run. Thrust that arm out. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's going to look for a man on third and short.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here comes the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. On the option. Fights off a defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Lining up to convert third down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Let's see what they do on third down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Oh, and the attempt is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way on offense, on defense, and on special teams. Guys, it's just been that kind of year.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. Nope.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll throw it on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quarterback empties his backfield. They keep attacking through the air. On target. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Using his legs at sack bar. Jukes his way for more. The Falcons get enough for the first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Working that left side now.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll go with a direct snap. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Keeps the legs moving. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Garrett. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Now on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Heaves it on the run. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Air Force! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by just one over Central Michigan.
To the air, it's Garrett. Fires to the middle.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They're going to ride this running back. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Go straight ahead. Touchdown Falcons! And the route is on. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
56, Army, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Air Force's offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Nice move to keep moving. Gets away from one. He's got space. Oh, look out! The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Air Force! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Hawaii's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field and keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job there.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They move the tight end all over. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. 1st down here for the offense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hines. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fakes the grab on the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. The give to the back. Discards a man. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Ripping through the defense. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The give to the tailback. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Falcons have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. They're working that left side. And that one did not work. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
That makes the score Air Force 10, Hawaii 0.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Working that left side down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Boyd. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. They're trying to get to him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put them.
Brings it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Falcons. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one in getting them back in the ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. On the run, it's Akbar. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Right back to the well. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Hawaii, 7.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something there.
The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions, you force fourth downs.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running back searching for a hole. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. He's going to pass. Snags it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
Slips one guy, now he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Air Force.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The Rainbow Warriors are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped after making the catch. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's got it down the middle. And the defense stopped him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Feeling some heat. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Bulls his way forward. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He's going for a big play downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the spin cycle and forward. Touchdown, Hawaii! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On to attempt the try. splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 18 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. On the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
1st down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Akbar. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Running behind that left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. He's right on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Wide out in motion. Got it looking for a first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quarterback on the keeper. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Air Force! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 2 to Baylor. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dumps it off in the flats. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rams will put total leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Falcons offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Akbar. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Falcons are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And the Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Colorado State Rams offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rams decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man quickly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Akbar. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Fires to the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Air Force.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Rams will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Pulls it, fired, complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. Give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On second down, looking again to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Snap from the gun on third down. He's open on the right. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. Looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll keep it himself. The Rams have enough for the first down. Offense lining up quickly. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the Rams racing to the line in a hurry up.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He lobs one high down the left side, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. On second down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The aerial assault continues. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They go 83 yards on the drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll ride his man on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl. Try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rams line up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Falcons will move the sticks. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Falcons are marching down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Akbar. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pocket starts to collapse. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. And back to the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the returner is stopped. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's now second down after the short completion. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run the draw. Running with power. On the move is the 30. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Colorado State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Akbar. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. From the gun, the ground game.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Just finds that little crevice and he's still up. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Falcons in the hurry-up.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the back.
He smashes his way through again. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Boston College.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Coming after it. Another incompletion on third down. The Rams send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Using his legs, it's Akbar. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Falcons are in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. He finds his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Falcons trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado State, 18.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Rams will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Gonna run it. It's Akbar. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Direct snap. Plows through the defense. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Air Force. And the punishment has been extended. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
42, Colorado State, 18.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. On the ground, it's Henderson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here on third down for this offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Takes it from the gun on third down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. Then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, gave the defender the business. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Great move there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Falcons! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch on the left. Afterburner's coming. The 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. A great catch and run for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Colorado State, 25.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Akbar. Shakes off the tackle. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught at the 45 on its way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Handoff from the shotgun. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Colorado State, 25.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Try to get it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man down the middle. And that is how we will wrap this one up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Air Force Falcons, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports. And the Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boise State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Air Force Falcons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Here comes the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Goes to the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. He lofts one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're bringing heat. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bates. When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise. Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Fighting off the defender. And the Broncos get enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Nelson.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. So Air Force's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Off play action. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open runway ahead. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes his connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Falcons have pushed it inside the 20. Snap it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Nelson. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Now on the option. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Working that left side. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the right. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Nelson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads to the wideout, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Snags it over the middle. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly complete. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He's going up top. Snags it down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Boise State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Akbar. Runs through a tackle. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Power football with the run. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Bates. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Using the quick game, they're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Fullback's got it. Smashes through. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He got it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going up top on first down. He's right on target. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch. He does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Got the quick pass. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. He's looking to throw it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he's looking downfield. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? The defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering They did have success in the first half.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Falcons. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away on the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bates. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Gets it out fast. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Handoff from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. On the option. Breaks the tackle. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Bringing the heat. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Falcons look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll go back to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
That makes the score Air Force 23, Boise State 17.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Smashes through the tackle. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Back to pass, it's Nelson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Third down play from the gun. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown Broncos! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Broncos send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David,
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. They fake it, and he's on the run. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
A loss of 4 yards on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looking to pass, it's Nelson. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Broncos will call on their punt team. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down. The Falcons have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. The offense coughs it up. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Uncorks it. On target to the left. Oh, how did you make that move? And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And the Falcons are stopped, but not before getting the first down. On the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Bates. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Nelson. He's got it. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Brings up second down.
On second down, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly.